Hi guys, my name is Damian Peters and welcome to another video of NBA Breakdown. Today we'll be discussing the possibility of whether or not superstars Russell Westbrook and James Harden can succeed as teammates for the Houston Rockets. So let's get right into it. As all of you know, the Rockets made an enormous move this offseason as they traded Chris Paul and a plethora of first-round picks to the Oklahoma City Thunder for triple-double machine Russell Westbrook. Although many would agree Westbrook is an upgrade in talent over veteran playmaker Chris Paul, the fit alongside Harden for the Rockets has been a hot topic of discussion since the mega trade went down. Westbrook has achieved NBA history the past 3 seasons for the Thunder by averaging a triple-double, but surprisingly his stock may currently be at an all-time low as he was comprehensively outplayed by Damian Lillard and the Portland Trail Blazers in the playoffs last season. As a result, the Thunder were kicked out of the first round despite being favourites heading into the series, and boasting a top 3 MVP candidate in Paul George playing alongside Westbrook. Westbrook crashing out also continued his unwanted streak of not making it out of the first round since Kevin Durant left OKC, causing fans and analysts to question Westbrook's ability to win and carry a team despite putting up video game type numbers. After PG requested a trade away from the Thunder, it forced the organization into a premature rebuild, and now Westbrook finds himself in a fresh and exciting situation with the Rockets. With the return of parity around the league and the ascendance of as many title contenders as we can recall in recent memory, the move for Westbrook has propelled the Rockets right back into one of the championship favourites. Yes, the Rockets look incredible on paper, but one question still needs addressing. Can Harden and Westbrook really coexist to achieve success? Let's dive into some factors that we have to consider about this tandem. Point number 1 is the fit itself. For anyone who has been watching the NBA consistently since both Harden and Westbrook came into the association would understand that before even playing a game together for the Rockets, the pair have conflicting playing styles individually, which makes this an uncomfortable fit right away. It's hard to imagine both Harden and Westbrook sharing the ball equally, as both players are heavy ball-dominant guards who are used to being the focal point of the offense. Both players enjoy pick-and-roll situations, however their playing tempo is quite different. The ball sticks with Harden as he pounds the rock at the top of the key before making his move, whilst Westbrook thrives in transition and within a high-tempo offense. This isn't saying both players can't succeed by playing different playing styles, however, it's hard to imagine Westbrook standing in the corner and being happy or comfortable watching Harden dribble the ball for the entire shot clock. Point number 2, Westbrook shooting woes. It's no secret Russell Westbrook has had trouble shooting the ball throughout his career. He has never shot above 45% from the field, and more alarmingly, he has never shot above 34% from three-point range. Just last season, Westbrook averaged just 29% from behind the arc. This factor ties into the first point, as Westbrook is now joining perhaps the best three-point shooting team in the association, and his shooting woes are another reason why this is a strange fit between the two stars. Unlike CP3, Westbrook cannot spot up or effectively stretch the floor from behind the arc, which could be a huge detriment to the Rockets, especially in the playoffs, when a defender can help off Westbrook on the perimeter when trying to stop Harden going one-on-one with a defender as arguably the best isolation player in the league. One of the reasons why Paul was able to achieve a good amount of success next to Harden was down to his ability to shoot the ball, as he is a career 37% marksman. Westbrook simply hasn't shown this at any stage of his career thus far. Point number 3, both are used to being the guy. As I mentioned earlier, both Harden and Westbrook are used to being the focal point of the offense and running the team as they see fit. Now, playing alongside each other, this dynamic must change in order for them to be successful. They must now accommodate each other's playing styles and needs, and it's unclear of how that will look moving forward. Keeping both players happy and involved will be a tough task, and it's hard to see one of these guys taking a backward step. Point number 4, who has the ball down the stretch? This is where we may see the rise or fall of this duo. In crunch time, this could really determine how well these two superstars will ultimately be together. The question is, who is making the plays down the stretch when things get tight, especially in the postseason when every possession matters? Both players like to finish the game and make the big plays. However, it will be interesting to see how they go about executing down the stretch. Will it be a your turn, my turn kind of situation? Or will Harden take it upon himself to take over, as he has a better track record than his counterpart in this area over the past few seasons? Is Westbrook happy to be basically a role player with the game on the line? Only time will tell. Point number 5. Can both players still be themselves? It's safe to say James Harden has been hunting and taking notice of individual honours for the past 3 seasons. Some even say more so than team success, but that's a conversation for another time. Be that as it may, Harden has been historically excellent for the past 3 seasons, coming off an MVP caliber season and putting up mind-blowing numbers to go along with winning and carrying the Rockets franchise. With that individual success has come all the plaudits and recognition that Harden has craved and enjoyed. But when you play with another superstar you have to share the ball with, Harden's numbers and usage rate will likely decrease. The same goes for Westbrook, who at times has been obsessed with his ability to get triple-doubles on a nightly basis for the past 3 seasons. Westbrook will most likely see his streak of averaging a triple-double end this upcoming season, which right now is unfamiliar territory. If the Rockets aren't winning and both Harden and Westbrook aren't happy with their numbers, this could be a major problem. As we know, both players pay close attention to what shows up in the box score. This may be an undercurrent factor all season, and despite both stating they don't care about their stats, deep down we know they do. Point number 6, taking the burden off each other. A huge plus when you have two superstars is the ability to take the overall load off each other throughout the tough demands of a regular season. Both Harden and Westbrook have experienced being basically the main guy carrying all the load for the franchise, playing deep into the postseason, and this has had negative effects in the playoffs when it matters most. Both players have undergone some sort of burnout, whether it be physical or mental, and this has resulted in poor playoff performances from both superstars. This has in turn affected their reputation for delivering in the postseason, a time in which all superstars are fully judged on what they can produce when winning is all that matters. It's safe to say both players have stumbled during the postseason, but that could all change with the heavy lifting being distributed throughout the regular season. The Rockets now have the ability to keep both men fresh for the playoffs without a significant drop-off during the regular season. This could pay dividends in the hopes of winning a championship. Point number 7. Mike D'Antoni has an important role. Rockets head coach Mike D'Antoni may be facing his biggest challenge yet with managing and ensuring both Harden and Westbrook can successfully coexist this upcoming season. D'Antoni has a crucial role in putting the team in a position to utilize both players' strengths to help the team on a championship assault, but it's easier said than done. The most effective way may be to stagger their minutes, something D'Antoni has been successful with when Chris Paul and Harden played together. As we've stated earlier, both Harden and Westbrook enjoy having the ball in their hands and running the team, and by staggering their minutes, both players will have their fair share of time running the offense on their terms. The Rockets also take a lot of shots early in the shot clock, meaning they usually have more possessions on average than their opponent. Another reason why staggering their minutes could work effectively, as both players could go about trying to get their numbers during this time. Point number 8, the supporting cast roles won't change. Despite the upgrade in talent, it's an advantage that the roles for the supporting cast won't change all that much during this time. The Rockets will still likely shoot the most three-point attempts around the league, and both Westbrook and Harden will dominate the ball in heavy pick-and-roll and isolation-natured offense. They may get out and run a little bit more with Westbrook so dynamic in transition, but the Rockets have an advantage with their role players resuming similar roles despite the trade. After everything we covered, point number 10 is where do they rank as a duo? It's hard to put many duos above Harden and Westbrook after what they've achieved in recent seasons, but their fit together remains the biggest obstacle to their success moving forward. Both players have a history of struggling in the postseason when it matters most, but as a duo, they have the potential to be as good as anyone if they work it out. On paper, they could very well be the most talented 1-2 punch, but I have them third on the league's best duo list behind LeBron James and Anthony Davis, and Kawhi Leonard and Paul George, just because at this stage their pairings seem more fluid and natural when trying to win a championship, along with the championship success of both LeBron and Kawhi. All in all, the Harden-Westbrook duo is flat out frightening on paper. However, championships obviously aren't won on paper. Both players do have conflicting playing styles, which makes this a hard fit to wrap your head around. There may be an ongoing power struggle and definitely an adjustment period, but in saying that, I do believe they will be downright devastating on offense during the regular season, as D'Antoni's system will allow them to both flourish. Ultimately, I believe the most challenging time for this duo will be in the postseason, when defenses get better and more elaborate, and they hone in on their ability to help off Westbrook. This could be their eventual downfall. I think it's safe to say it's a strange fit. The Rockets may have upgraded on talent, but not necessarily on fit. A saving grace may be the chemistry that Harden and Westbrook already have after playing together in Oklahoma City and developing a strong relationship over the years. Keep in mind, we all thought that CP3 and Harden couldn't coexist, but they were one hamstring injury away from the NBA Finals in 2018. As crazy as it sounds, the Rockets' overall success and the success of this duo may be simply down to Westbrook's ability to shoot the ball. As simple as that is, Westbrook has stated he'll be a better shooter this season, and their success could predicate on whether or not he can make the defense respect him and keep them accountable when it matters most. Only time will tell, but let me know what you guys think in the comments, and thanks for watching. I'll speak to you guys soon.
It's going to be scary. That's all I can tell you. It's going to be scary. Not for us.